All right, folks, we are back. And welcome back to Cheese League Baseball. Just checking the integrity of my recording, and we are good. Yeah, welcome back. We just watched a wild game. If you haven't watched the previous game, yeah, it was crazy. There were 9 home runs in that game. It was the Boomerangs and the Giants, and it was crazy. But right now, we're going to watch the Aeroplanes and the Pepperjack Pipers. Aeroplanes are leading the series 3-0, so with a win, they could advance. Tally Mitchell on the mound and Quincy Lamb on the mound as well. We are at Colonial Plaza, I believe, for this. Yeah.
Forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, let's jam.
Speed Demon Asiago Aeroplanes versus the defensive experts in the Pepperjack Pipers. As we look at the starting lineups, thank you again so much for coming in, hanging out with me for a little bit. Like I said last video, if you're watching this while you're doing dishes, doing chores, got this on in the background, you're falling asleep to this. I appreciate it. Gee golly gosh, yes indeed, this is exciting. Game number 4 could be the clinching game for these Asiago Aeroplanes. They lead the series 3-0 over the Pipers. Pipers have struggled. I think it's because the Pipers need Sasha Steele out of one. It's because the Pipers, I think they need a rebrand. I think they're not a rebrand. I think they need I think the Pepperjack Pipers needs a new color scheme. I'm not a huge fan of this color scheme that I picked out for them. I gotta figure out something better for them. Alright, I got my papers. I got my scouting reports. We're good to go. 2-2 on Droop over to McDonald, that is. Second out as McIntyre steps in. McIntyre, 333, 1 homer. Is that 1 RBI? 2 RBIs. Quincy Lamb on for the Pipers. As my voice breaks down. I believe Quincy Lamb might be the bonus pitcher that they got as he walks McIntyre. Miguel Russell steps in. 256, 7 home runs in the last tournament. I believe he was the leader. Yeah, I think Quincy Lamb is the starter, reliever, middleman kind of guy that all the teams got. Boy, that was way outside. No running, though, on the base pass. More of a junk pitcher, 4-seamer slider, curveball. Across the plate, but low. And low again, 3-2 now on Russell. And walked him. Comes up hardcore. Playing second base today. So strange. Playing second base. Does not have a hit yet. Hardcore. I think he kind of struggled to. Did he? I can't find him. And that's a hit. That's a base hit. That'll get the bases loaded. And that'll bring up Kobe Frown, who gets a registered hit. Where the hell is Carlisle Hardcore? Oh, he had 8 at-bats the whole entire last tournament for the Aeroplane team. The one thing I do like about Super Mega Baseball 4 is that's a base hit up the middle. It scores a run. And it's going to score 2, so it's a 2 RBI single. Kobe Frown puts the Aeroplanes ahead. All right, Francis still needs a hit. Damn. Jeez. What's going on? I do like that about this game. It seems like there's a lot more variety, a lot more substitutions, even base runner changes.
Number 7, Jared
As
Bugsby.
Bugby steps in. Jared Bugby is the... So, full disclosure, I play as the Aeroplanes, and I have played as the Aeroplanes, since that's a grounder. It's a steal for the final out. Leave the bases loaded. I've played as the Aeroplanes for my whole entire run with Super Mega Baseball, like 2 through 3. Yeah, so over to McIntyre. So I've played with these players a lot and with this team a lot. They're my favorite team, full disclosure. And the Olympians from back in the day, the original Cheese League, before it was a tournament, before I had to shorten it. That is jacked. A lot of space here. Off the big wall. Frown can't handle it. And it's going to be a double. But, yeah, so I feel like the point to all that was I feel like they've really made a lot of improvements in terms of, like, the computer and the sim game aspect of it. Making substitutions, that kind of stuff. There's a line out to Frown. That's out number 2. A Constant steps in. 222 for him on the season. DH. Man, Mr. Patrick, look at his freaking arm behind the plate. He's ridiculous. 0-2, and down on strikes it goes. Constance down on strikes. Buster Patrick will lead off. 9-1-2 due up for the Asiago Aeroplanes. And again, I have to do a check on my Yankees and their score, and it is still 4-0. They're still losing against the Mets. In the 5th inning now. I should probably just put the game on the TV. We'll do that right now. Patrick grounds out.
Number 23,
That brings up Trey Matthews. These damn Yankees. Phillies are doing good, though. It's the other team that we follow in this house. Phillies are doing well. Actually just lost a couple games. I shouldn't say that. And they dropped some to the Guardians as well. But nonetheless, they're doing better than the Yankees, I think. Matthews hits one high, and that is going to be an out. But, Verlander on the mound against the Yankees. Yeah, the Phillies, you know, got Bryce Harper as their starting third baseman, or starting first baseman now. Like, what the hell is that all about? And now my TV is frozen. Smart TV is not so smart. Final out of the inning there. Oh boy, I can't believe that. Okay, Leo Kruger did not watch the Yankees while also watching this game. Foul ball. 1-2. Down on strikes. We can talk a little bit about Mitchell if you would all like, as Garcia Parra steps up. Pete Alonso making an out, and here is a ball that drops in front of Kobe Brown for a base hit. Leo Roland. Okay, let's talk about Tolly Mitchell. We didn't talk about the pitchers yet. And it's what, the 2nd inning already? Four-seamer cutter, changeup, kind of no frills pitcher. There's so much foul territory here. I always forget about that. This field kind of plays like the Coliseum in that sense. 1-2 on Roland. Down a strike she goes. Mitchell. In the last tournament in her 4 starts, Miss Talia was 1-2, 4.60 ERA, 15 2/3 innings, 1.79 WHIP as I have something in my eye. And the bells are ringing in the background here at Colonial Plaza. 3-1, and ball walked. So batters hit 309 against Miss Burchell too. So though she did have 17 strikeouts, that's a pretty good amount of strikeouts. All right, that brings up Princess Hatchford, and she. Oh man, that one gets away from Patrick, but keeps it in front of himself. Good enough. 1-1, two outs, runners on first and second, and that is the final out. Hatchford is a pretty sought-after player in the franchise that I played through with this. You guys are never going to see that franchise. That's just for my own relaxation. The franchise you will see is the Charcuterie League. 2-0 on McIntyre.
That's a strike and a half, my friend.
And now the 2-1. Popped up, that's going to drop in right in front of Hatchford, who I was just talking about. So McIntyre on first, and Russell steps in. He left his last time up. Let's talk about, that's a base hit. I was going to say, let's talk about our pal Quincy a little bit.
The second baseman, number 31.
As Hardcore steps in. Don't know if I mentioned Quincy. Actually, never mind, because he's getting taken out. And Stanton's coming in. Yankees had a great reliever in Mike Stanton back in the day. Back in the 90s, Mike Stanton, that was a hell of a bullpen, folks. 2-1. I reminisce about that bullpen all the day. 2-2 now. 2-1. And down on strikes goes Hardcore. Not a lot of speed on the base pass right now here for the Asiago Aeroplanes as Frown steps in. He's 1 for 1. Single, 2 RBIs for him. 143. Let's see. Stanton, 1-1. 1.93 ERA. 2 games. And she appeared in for the Pipers last time around. And that is ball 4.
How about it? The left fielder, number 96, Dolly Francis.
As Dolly Francis steps in. Man, Dolly Francis. Come the hell on, Dolly Francis.
No, inside.
What's fascinating is Dolly Francis, as that one is hitless. And that's a double play. Inning-ending double play. What's interesting about Francis is that I've played with Francis now on 2 teams, 2 Aeroplanes teams through Super Mega Baseball 3 and 4. And in both games, she would have amazing years, and then she would have terrible years. And it always fascinated me. It's weird, players that are like that in this game. Which is kind of neat when you think about it, because there's a lot of inconsistencies in baseball. So they got that part right. Down on strike she goes. Who's that, Fatima Lane? And McDonald steps in now. And looks at the first pitch, pops up the first pitch, and makes an out on the first pitch. Arabella Mars steps in. Of course, the Pipers are facing elimination. This will be the second tournament in a row that they are eliminated in the first round. And Mars, with that swing, is trying to prevent that from happening. 1-2. And instead she hits a little dribbler. Too hardcore for the final out. Top of the 4th we go, 8-9-1. Bugby, Patrick, and Matthews. A lot of offers there, though. Here, this Aeroplanes Ball Club. Stanton's still out there on the hill as well for the Pipers. Over to Steele, out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 19, Buster Patrick.
All right. And Patrick hits a base hit up the middle. I always forget. I just forget to
Now batting,
to drink and stuff.
number 23, Trey Matthews.
This stuff right here. I always forget about. Matthews steps in now. He's over. He could not be over. That would be great. Good arm behind the plate, by the way. Gets well under that one. Oh! Wow, okay, Trey Matthews, 428-foot jack, his first homer, his second RBI of the tournament, a 2-run shot. I did not think that was going to go at all. I thought he got well under that. All right, so a 1-out, 2-run shot, and it brings up Sherry Droop, who strikes out. Man. No, I also just thought of Mets are winning 6-0 now, and my boss is a Mets fan. All right. Stanton leaves with elbow pain as Lancheros comes in and gives up a jack to Ash McIntyre. We're waiting for him to kind of go off and turn on one, and he does it right there. 390-foot shot. Second homer, third RBI of the tournament. And in steps Miguel Russell. So 5-0 now, folks. The Aeroplanes over the Pepperjack Pipers right now. Lancheros, which is a strike. Lancheros. Why do you kind of have like a sidearmish kind of delivery? All over the place, can tell you that. And boy, Miguel Russell did him a favor there by swinging at ball 4. They get 3 runs, top of the 4th. Aeroplanes lead at 5-0. Bottom of the 4th we go. The heart of the order to up here for the Pepperjack Pipers. Mike Constance. Not a lot of happy things here in this Pipers lineup from last time that I can talk about. Bright spots for them really were Bottom of Lane and Bruce McDonald. Your best hitting players. Yeah. Yeah, kind of an ugly start for that franchise. All right, 0-2. Good speed on the base pass here. As he goes down to strikes. And Garcia Parra steps in. And Matthews, diving stop across the diamond. They get him? No. Very deep in the hole there. And thought they might have had a chance. Matthews typically has a pretty good arm, but I don't know what was going on with that. All right, here's Aaliyah Rowland. 2 on. Very good speed in the base pass. 1 out. And she's hitting well so far in the tournament. Chance to make an impact. Down 5-0. And fouls away. Got very quiet here at Colonial Plaza. And maybe not quiet anymore as that one is gone. Aaliyah Rowland, the 3-run shot into right field. Little Born Identity camera work there. And we got a ball game now, folks. Steele lines out to hardcore at second base. Princess Hatchford set to 1.
Princess
And that is a line out to Bugby. But the Pepperjack Pipers get 3 runs back in the bottom of the fourth. So, 5th to go.
number 31.
Man, got a ball game here. Pipers, they're playing for honor. They gotta win this game. They can't get swept. They can't get taken out of the tournament this early. Right to Garcia, power out number 1. I don't think we have actually any other 3-0 tournament or a 3-0 teams ahead. I don't think. Do we? Did we? What am I talking about? We did. I think we did. We did. I forget who they were, but we did. All right, here's Francis. 0 for 1 with the walk. Come on, Dolly Francis, hit the ball. That was foul. And that is a high fly ball, but got under it. No one was there for out number 1. Oh, the Yankee game. Was at an event the other night, folks. Some old ball players. John Warden, an old pitcher, was there. All right, Tatum Midtown's in. Mitchell gets taken out. Midtown was pretty good arm out of the pen for this team. John Warden, was at a benefit event. An auction item was auctioned off. It was McDonald's hits 1 into the gap, and that's going to be an extra base hit. So 1 out double for McDonald. And look at this. The Pipers are clawing back. They are piping back. Marching back, I suppose. Mars steps in over 2. But John Warden, there's an item, Mickey Mantle item that was being auctioned off. And he said, Mickey Mantle, he was a chump. He's 0 for 1 off me. I struck his ass out. That's what he said. Hilarious. One of the funniest things I ever heard. Good block by Patrick behind the plate. Good speed on the base pass here, too. As that call made me hiccup because I couldn't believe it was called a strike. It was a high called strike. All right. 2-0 now on Constance. 2 outs, runner on second. And I think Midtown's going to end up walking him here. Oh, there's a strike. He's working back. Nope, he walks him. That kind of looked to me where the called strike was before, but I don't think that was a strike. All right, Leo Kruger steps in. And hits one high and far, but right on the warning track. A little WTP warning track power. And to the top of the 6th we go. 5-3. The Aeroplanes still lead it.
Right fielder, number 7, Jared.
Bugby is 0 for 2. Lanchero's still on the mound here for the Pipers. And that's a base hit. Actually, it might be a 2-bagger down the left field line, and it is. So Bugby with a leadoff double here in the top of the 6th for the Aeroplanes. Brings up Buster Patrick, number 9 hitter. And that is a ball. Wild Thing activated. That's what's going on here with Lancheros. He's got the Wild Thing trait. You know, if you buff those up as that one's hit up the middle and Hatchford throws home, they're sending Bugby. And he gets there and good heads up base running. Get the second.
Shortstop, number 23.
Brings up top of the order Trey Matthews. He homered his last time up, much to my surprise. If you buff these stats though, so some of the traits, if you buff them, if you build your team and buff them up enough, I mean, Wild Thing has a minimal effect. If you buff it up enough. That is high and far. It's just on the lip of the warning track. For Matthews, that's out number 2. Is that out number 1? And that was out number 1. I thought that was out number 2.
All right, Droop comes in.
And 2 now.
And now the 2-1.
Good speed at second base here. Good block behind the plate by Kruger.
The first baseman, number 51.
And that brings up Ash McIntyre. 2 for 2. Home run, single, walk, RBI for him. Big pressure situation. Like to get another insurance runner too. That won't do it. Might get the runner to third. Roland, no. It's not going to get the runner to third. Roland has a pretty good arm.
Third baseman, number 45.
And it brings up Miguel Russell. 1 for 2. Look at his power stats, though. All off the charts. I'd like to see him launch one. It's funny, too. You know, after playing with as Russell goes down in strikes. Bottom of the 6th. They got a run, though. 6-3, they now lead it. After playing with these teams, well, let's say, playing with the Aeroplanes in particular for so long, I honestly can't remember what these players even look like in Super Mega Baseball 3. It's crazy. That one is hit into the left field corner. It's a fair ball. So a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 6th for the Pipers. See if they can get something going. Turn some things on as Roland steps up. She had a 3-run jacker last time. An Oppo shot too, I believe. That may have been the pitch to hit. That kind of floated up there from Midtown. 1-2. Down on strikes, got her. Down she goes. Sasha Steele steps in. 0 for 1 with a walk. And that's foul. 1-1. And now the 2-1. 1 out. Runner at second base. And that's going to sneak through the left side. So that puts runners on the corners. Actually, might have had a chance if he went. Runners at the corners. Hatsford up 0 for 2. The number 9 hitter in this lineup. Pretty good speed, but look at the look what's going on here. Buster Patrick behind the plate is all buffed up. His arm is a cannon. 2-2 now on Hatchford. Sneaks through the left side, base hit. And the Pipers get another run. 6-4 now. And Fatima Lane, I told you about her stats earlier. Fatima Lane, 286 for them last tournament. All right, Micah Harding comes in. Gets away from Patrick a little bit, but he's able to keep it in front of himself. Ooh, that one is... All right, double steal. Corners are in. Fascinating. And that'll score a run. So 6-5 now. The infield sacrifice, I guess you can call that. And it brings up McDonald, 2 for 3, 2 doubles. Oh boy. And Donald looks at a strike. And man, Harden has crossed up. That's what's going on behind the plate. Crossed up feet. 1 and 2 now. McDonald fouls that one back. And again. And now the 2-2 pitch. And again, we reset 2-2 from Harden. Down on strikes, got him. All right, they get 2 back. 6-5 now. They're within inches of being eliminated. Can they claw back? Can they march back? Hardcore's leading off here. So we see that one. 5, 6, and 7 do up for the Aeroplanes. Boy, he's swinging it. I don't know what. Lancheros almost launched that one to the backstop.
Number 30, Kobe Brown.
So draws a walk. Kobe Brown slips in 1 for 2 with a single. Looking for a double play ball, pretty much. Get out of this inning real quick. That's what they get. Seal. To Lane, to McDonald. 4-6-3 double play brings up Francis, who's 0 for 2 with the walk. No friggin' hits for Donna Francis at all. Right, Jeff Eccles comes in. Call him the Panda Bear. Foul ball. Down on strikes. Man, Dolly Francis. Such a hot and cold player. Some days look amazing. Other days, not so much. And Arabella Mars. All right, Alina McDowell comes in, and we're going to have Gary Farrell come in too. Farrell takes over second. You see the defensive replacements. Harden, still in on the mound. Was used a lot. 10 games, 3.60 ERA, and gives up an extra base hit here. So the Pipers started off with a double here in the 7th. Last licks, obviously. Only played 7 innings here. As Volpe made a bad throw. This is barehanded by Matthews, and that's out number 1. The runner stays put at second base.
Huger steps in.
This is exciting. We could, if they pull it off, I mean, we could have our first team advancing. That's if the Aeroplanes pull it off. Ball in the dirt. 2-1. Oh my God, I just had an amazing idea. Slow roller. Harden goes to third. And in a rundown, they tag her out. Out number 2. I need a pen, and I can't find a pen. So down to their final out of the whole entire tournament for the Pipers. And it's a ball in the dirt. 2-0. And now 3-0. Garcia Parra works. And now the count is 3-1, and he works a walk. Harden actually might get pulled here. I'd pull him. No, they're sticking with him. Roland. Pop fly Frown outnumber 3, and the Asiago Aeroplanes win, and they advance to the next level of the tournament, 6-9-0 to 5-10-0. Let's take a look at these lines. Good game there for McIntyre. Good game for Buster Patrick. Home runs, 2, Matthews and and McIntyre on the Aeroplane side. 6 walks, 4 strikeouts for the Pipers. Good game for McDonald. Excellent game for Garcia Parra. And the home run, of course, coming from Roland. 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. So Lamb takes the loss. Mitchell gets the no decision. Midtown gets the win. Harding gets the save. Top 3 players, McIntyre, Garcia Parra, and Roland. And boy, the Pipers were fighting back, but they just couldn't do it. And they become the first team to be eliminated in the tournament. Taking a look here, back to the bracket. So, the number 1 seed, Asiago Aeroplanes, advance to the next level of the tourney. And yeah, that's the way it looks out. Lot of crazy lopsided yeah, lots of crazy lopsided series here. So the only one that's kind of the wild card is the Gamblers and the Kraken, but that's how this one shakes out. So we'll see who the Airplanes face off against. That'll be an interesting little set there too. But that's it for me, folks. Thank you so much for watching here, Geek Cheese on YouTube. This is Fake Baseball, Cheese League Baseball, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Bye.